What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Tonight's update is a little bittersweet. Check this out. Watch this. Let me get my fingers in there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We got some display. What do you think? Should I dual cluster it? Huh? Have two clusters? No. But this cluster is kind of special, actually. I want to send a big shout out and a thank you to Sam over at New Zealand. He provided the cluster for me. So huge thank you for that. So we can see that since this one works, that's kind of a verification that my stock cluster, or my original, I should say, my original cluster was the faulty component, which is both awesome and terrible. It's awesome because it was an easy fix, but also kind of terrible because the bike is only 3 years old and the cluster failed. So kind of a bummer on that one, but at the same time, it is, I'm going to use the word common, I guess, for people to have clusters to fail due to the water getting into the cluster. There it is again, guys. Water being the enemy of an electric motorcycle. So, I mean, I get it. This is not super high quality components, but I think the cluster is kind of important. So, would have been nice if it was a little bit more robust or foolproof. So, check that out, right? I got the plastic faux tank laid on there. And I did that because I'm kind of flirting with the idea of putting it back on. I'm not a super fan of the idea, but for some reason I find myself curious to know how I would feel if I put all the factory plastics back on. But let me show you a little bit of irony here. Let's walk this back over to the table. Originally I took it off when I was a super new rider, because when I was first taking it into some small light trails and doing a little bit of fire access roads and stuff, I was afraid of dropping the bike when I was still new, and I didn't want to like bang up the plastics and stuff. But during the course of storing this in my garage, something had leaned up against the tank or fell on it or something, and it had moved the R a bit, moved the D. So I'm a bit disappointed in that, because the main reason why I took it off in the very beginning was to keep it safe, and we can see that didn't work out as planned. But overall, I'm still in good shape. So, like I said, I'm kind of flirting with the idea of him and Han, and I don't even know why. Because I don't know. Anyway, so that is going to kind of bring us to the conclusion of this short little update. I'm so excited that this cluster works. So now I can see that we're just shy of 12,000 miles on the bike, which is not super accurate, right? Because the gear ratio is a little bit altered from the factory. I've been riding it for a few days like that, so I mean it's pretty close though. Time is definitely off, but 70% battery. That's kind of interesting, because I left the house this morning with 100% battery via the app. So what does that mean? Typically, I think I've used about 22% battery normally. So this is probably almost 10% more battery usage on my normal daily commute. That's kind of interesting. So we'll play with that a little bit more. We'll see now that I actually get a cluster reading. I'll kind of talk about the battery usage now that I have a gauge to go off of. So that's pretty sweet, exciting stuff there. And then we'll see how much the actual speed readout differs from the factory gearing. So what I'll probably do for that is ride alongside another vehicle that's doing 35 and then also 60 miles an hour. I'll have them hold the constant with a cruise control, and I'll compare what my cluster says at that point. But that'll be a little ways off. It's not going to be in the next couple of days or anything, but it'll be kind of cool to see. That's about all I have for tonight. So thank you for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts on factory plastics. How many of you have taken off your side plastics? You know, just kind of played with some individualization of your ride. And I am super stoked to get this installed. So that'll probably be in one of the next few updates, guys. Getting the cluster on there because I have it, I need it, I want it. So y'all take it easy. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. Peace out.